Hey everybody, Lenny here. I'm going to try to keep things short. I'm going to quickly go over some things that have gone on in the game and kind of tell you what's going on with me and try not to go on for too long. My poor phone. My poor phone is running out of storage space these days. So, first of all, Primal Zordy Arc came out. I had a lot of fun with that quest. I'm already done with it. I had a lot of downtime where I was able to just let it run and clear itself, basically. And even though I've had more fun running it than with Brunhilde, I don't know. I guess when the opportunity to do it auto and do it quickly, do other stuff while that's going, temptation is a little bit too great. So what can I say? You know, I did manual master runs for Brunhilde and Midgard for completing everything, and you know, Brunhilde really started to wear on me after a while because those just tend to drag on for whatever reason. But I'm 100% done with all my primal weapons right now, bonuses included. So anything at this point I get is just for copies that I might want until Mercury comes out. The other thing that came out was oh yeah, so the Kaleidoscape. Oh boy, I'm losing my Wi-Fi connection apparently. Wonderful. Alright, well, I don't know why.
But you can't do this to me. I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
Okay, well, I'm back. That wasn't that fun. So, my Wi-Fi crapped out when I was trying to talk about stuff. That's great. So, I'm in the front lawn here. There's a blood moon lunar eclipse tonight. Should be starting any minute. And even though it's cloudy, I'm gonna try to see if I can watch that a little bit. Something that only happens, you know, once a year, a couple times a year, you know, so that's kind of cool. And usually I miss them because it's cloudy, but this one is just, the moon's kind of barely peeking through the clouds, so I'm gonna try to see what I can see. But anyway, I was trying to say that the Kaleidoscape got updated. I actually have lots of footage of whoops. I have lots of footage of clears for that and other things, and I don't know. I haven't had time or really the motivation to just edit them and make them into videos. So, I mean, I had a first impressions for Kaleidoscape, but I didn't have all the info at the time that I do now. And I know it's been a few weeks since I've really done a video or whatever, and normally I find a nice quiet space where I don't have a lot of noise pollution and things don't sound too wacky on you guys that wear headphones. But like I said, my time is limited to trying to see if I can watch this eclipse. So if you hear stuff going on, it's because I'm standing outside my house. So anyway, Kaleidoscape, I mean, level 60 Kaleidoscape is good. It's not a bad thing. definitely before, like when they nerfed level 50 and before we got level 60, it was pretty boring because it was just really easy, and I'd been getting really awful luck on my print drops, so I would just, spend hours running Kaleidoscape and not getting any, rewards besides the amber that I cared about, which is just a little demoralizing. And anyway, I enjoy the Bahamut fight. It's got a little bit of everything. It's not as oppressive as level 50 Cayenne was back when Kaleidoscape first started. Cayenne is still in there at level 50, but even though they buffed him after nerfing him, it's just one of those things where, because the level cap on your units went up 20 levels and your stats skyrocket, it feels easier. So getting to Bahamut, everything below, from 50 and below, definitely feels way easier. Above level 50, the basic enemies start hitting really hard, and it's easy to die if you're trying to run auto or semi-auto. It's really, you die really fast, which is, so you actually have to play the mode, which is good. That's why it's fun, right? But whoops, I didn't even notice and turn on the thing. Sorry. So the thing is, right, they didn't put any new maps in besides the Fallen Angel battles at level 55. It's the same Sinister Dominion arena that we've had since that came out. And then there's the Bahamut room where you fight him at level 60, which is pretty cool. It's a good fight. I would say it's maybe not quite on Agito level as far as fun factor, but it's pretty close. It's a really well-made fight. You can tell they put effort into it. When it was just a story mission where you were fighting Bahamut, he went down so fast you couldn't really tell if it was a well-made fight or not, but definitely you can tell effort was put in. It's a good fight. The thing is, that means that every single Kaleidoscape run is always going to end the same, whereas before you had 4 different ending fights. So even though everything up until that point is still randomized, that ending always being the same, I don't know. I guess it does. It's a little unfortunate, I guess, but I guess it's thematically it makes sense. I mean, Bahamut is obviously deeply tied into the story of the World Tree with Nedrick and everybody else, so I don't know. But there's no new maps, there's no new music, there's no new enemies. All the items that you get along the way as drops are the same, all the shared skills are the same. You can skip to level 40 now and you start with a 6-star weapon, but everything's still randomized. You start with an extra dragon, which is nice, but all the dragons you can pick up are the same as always. It's still the same mode pretty much since they gave it to us, and it's still a solid mode. It's fun, but it's just one of those things where if you run anything like hundreds of times, it just gets old. But I still I still run it. I still try to get good prints for my teams. You know, I'm still missing a lot of good prints for that, but in any case, so that was a little disappointing. So that was a little demotivating. Zodiark being a little bit too easy, that was a little demotivating because, you know, Brunhilde, I mean, the fight is like, I don't know what to say, like the Brunhilde fight is not as much fun as Zodiark because it's just a lot of the same stuff for like, you know, 4 to 8 minutes or however long your run's gonna go. You know, whereas Zodiark, you know, he has the phase where you have to keep the orbs from reaching the center or you fail. It's a little bit more fun than Brunhilde's thing where you have to just randomly go kill these little flame lanterns or you die. Because Brunhilde's flame lanterns, I don't know, just when they're like in random spots on the map, it's kind of annoying because you have to leave her to go get the thing or you die. And if you're not paying attention, it could spawn in a part of the map and you don't know that you didn't like destroy it, and then it gets you by accident. Happens occasionally. Or maybe you're depending on, like in solo, your Mascula to pop it with his skill 2, but Mascula AI is doing dumb things and he gets hit or something and his buff ends and he doesn't have his skill 2 up, and then, you know, so you gotta go manually get it, you know, just, and then Brunhilde like debuffs your attack like constantly. I don't know why they did that as a design decision. I guess because Ciela exists, they thought maybe Ciela would make it too easy, or they were trying, I mean, it doesn't really equalize anything, right? It just makes it harder for people in general, whether you have Ciela or not. Really, if you don't have Ciela and you don't have Strength Amp on your water team, it makes it so hard to do any kind of meaningful damage to her. She just seems like a total tank. You know, Zodiark, he can debuff your attack late into the fight, but each time he does it, it's by less. I think it's by only like 8% each time versus 10%. So, and his are way, way easier to avoid. It's like just a little slow-moving projectile, and you can roll through it. Brunhilde's is like a purple attack, and it happens so fast you can't react to it. So you just kind of have to be standing in the correct spot to not get hit by pure luck, or have a shield up, which is not easy to have a shield up all the time because she does her little laser missile thing a lot. Anyway, I don't want to go on forever about that. So, long story short, there's been some fun things added to the game. I've been enjoying it, but people are doing co-op less and less because Zodiark was easy to solo battle and Brunhilde was just a tad bit too oppressive for like casual players, because like there are very few water units that have strength amp, right? And for co-op especially, you have to have strength amp or you're just gonna suffer. You're gonna time out probably. So that really hamstrings what you can do for teams. So it limits people that want to have fun and use their favorites, right? Like that was always a thing, but I don't know. I liked running Brunhilde solo. I had no problem doing that. It was very consistent. I had a good team for that. I don't have Housekeeper PI. I've heard she's very good for that, but I still had like the next best thing, and it worked out really well. But I don't know, co-op. I think people in my alliance started getting discouraged because there were weekends where we would have a couple timeouts because people wanted to try things and it wasn't working. And it feels terrible when, you want to do like a fun run and it doesn't work and you just wasted like 8-10 minutes, of your life, more when you consider the team building and waiting around for people to join the lobby and everything else. And you do a couple of those in one night and it's like, oh boy, everybody just feels bad. Like that's not how a game should be. Brunhilde just was not balanced well. Water units never came close to the other elements under Nihility. Outside Nihility, probably one of the strongest elements in the game, easily. But inside Nihility, definitely the weakest. And not having the Mercury weapons really sucks. So, anyway. So I haven't had the motivation to really do a lot of videos. And even though I have a lot of stuff recorded of like, helping Straight Lace do quests and, getting first clears and first impressions on things, just haven't had the motivation. And then the time, I got my promotion at work. It's going to be starting anytime. I'm going to be going back to school part-time and working full-time. So I'm going to have even less time than I did before. As I said in the other video, my sister had a baby recently. So we've been helping with babysitting a lot more with their other kids. And, my dog, the family dog, we just had to put him down about not quite a week ago. And, that was hard. As it always is. And there's been other stuff going on too around the house that needed attention. And just, I guess what I'm trying to say is,
When I grow up,
even though I'm really looking forward to fighting Mercury and Jupiter, I can't promise that I'm going to do any more videos or episodes or anything. I probably just won't have time, and as people play the game less and less, and I don't have people to like play with. I just kind of log in, do my dailies and my event quests, and wait for the next content or the next thing I can summon, and that's about it. Just DL is becoming an afterthought because I'm running out of things to do. And if I don't have people to play with, then it's just not as much fun, straight up. For me, it's always been about the social aspect, having friends, helping new people, helping people clear stuff, and it's just, yeah. So that's it. I don't know. Not a very exciting video, but I know it's been a long time.
everyone knows how gravity works. But
So I just figured, well, I'll just do an update. I'll just go out here while I'm trying to see if the moon's going to do anything. Which I've been watching it on and off the whole time, and I haven't seen anything happen yet.
I smash lemons with the power of my spirit.
I think it was supposed to start around now. It's, I guess, maybe a little bit different depending on your location on the Earth, but I think most of the Western Hemisphere is going to have the eclipse soon. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying the game. I still hang out on Discord. I still hunt for artists and try to encourage them, and I still love Dragalia Lost and the characters and the stories, but yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm gonna stick with it. until it's done, but it's just not a game where I can just play it for hours and hours and hours anymore, because I'm running out of things to do, and it's hard to get other people involved in wanting to clear content. I still have my Legend Dominion quests to do. I'll do those once I get all the primal weapons completed. But that's just kind of like a doing it for the sake of doing it thing, But in any case, I guess that's it. Sorry for rambling. Kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. There are other things, though, in my life that I'd love to talk about, and I think if I'm going to make time to make videos, because it takes a lot of time to record, edit, find a quiet place to hang out for a little while and record without a bunch of ASMR frogs and cars driving by and stuff, there's other things in my life that I would think my time would be better served making videos on. So we'll see. I think if I want to do like a podcast on other topics, then I'll think up a new video title and branding and stuff. I'm not going to change the channel name or anything. I've never cared about that. YouTubing is just a hobby for me. If I'm not having fun, then there's no point in doing it. But yeah, I'd like to talk about a lot of other stuff. There's so much going on in life, and our fun time, like when I play Monster Hunter or Zelda or whatever else, wasting hours on Twitter or YouTube watching sushi videos or watching video game speedruns or whatever it is I'm watching. I mean, that's when you're on your free time, you just want to kind of escape from the real world, but at the same time, there's a lot of really concerning things that are happening these days, and it seems like more and more keep happening, and I'm not sure the average person in America, or really any kind of first world country, is really ready for the things that are on the horizon, and they're probably going to start happening quickly. It's May now, and things are going to start heating up before November. So, in any case, hope you guys have a great one. Catch you later, and maybe next time you see me, I'll talk about something else in life. I'd really like to maybe take some time and give kind of like my life story. I don't think a lot of people know that, so. Oh well. Have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy the eclipse. Bye.